where services will be held. Andrea?
Good morning, Courtney and Sean. Yeah, very solemn weekend, and for the entire Chicago Police Department and for the city of Chicago, as the second police funeral in as many days takes place here at St. Rita's on the South Side. Today, officers, friends, family members all gather to say a final farewell to Officer Eduardo Marmolejo.
I think it's important that the city remember the sacrifice everybody makes every time they leave their homes. And as a wife with children, as little as Officer Marmolejo and Officer Gary have, it's very hard times.
Officer Marmolejo was being laid to rest one day after the funeral for Officer Conrad Gary. Both were killed during a foot chase on Monday after they were hit and killed by a South Shore train as they investigated a call of shots fired on the far South Side. Now, thousands of mourners turned out yesterday for Officer Gary's funeral. The same is expected today for Officer Marmolejo. Likely to be here are friends from the Back of the Yards neighborhood on the South Side, where Marmolejo grew up and met and married his high school sweetheart. They had 3 daughters. While he'd been with the department for just over a year and a half, Marmolejo had already received 4 honorable mentions internally, a physical fitness award, and a department commendation. So we're hearing stories already about Officer Marmolejo as fellow officers from the 5th District gather here. We're told he was a very humble man who loved being a police officer and was actually an emergency room technician at Christ Hospital before he joined the department just over 2.5 years ago. They're already handing out these pins with his picture from the Chicago Police Department on them as everybody gathers here today for the second police funeral. Very solemn 2 days for the city and for the Chicago Police Department. We are live at St. Rita's this morning. Andrea Darlis, W.